Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All Things Middle Earth here with a quick video trying to get some attention on some issues that I think we're having in 2.0 with commander respect and gear, which again is kind of the entire game. But I feel like for those of us who have stuck around and are trying to give 2.0 a fair shot, we need a little bit more in terms of our options as players to shuffle things around, whether it be respect or gear. And many players in the current system have royally messed up their accounts on accident. We're not aware of how certain mechanics worked. Whatever you want to call it, mistakes have been made for various different reasons that have legitimately hurt the value of accounts, which sucks. And I know players who have legitimately just quit the game because they they've deleted their whole inventory basically. So we have issues with gear. You know, everyone's trying to convert, but there needs to be a little bit of forgiveness here since we're jumping into a complete new game. So previously we would have posted in the Discord and done a suggestion and said, you know, hey devs, we as the players would like this change in the game. We want a respect refund system, for example. And then I would say, hey guys, go upvote this post. I'll link it down below, yada, yada, yada. The suggestion post, or the suggestion channel rather, is not in the Discord anymore. It's been gone for 4 months. The only thing they have now is the kind of Google form questionnaire thing, which looks like this. So very basically put, very, very quickly, if you could take just a few moments out of your day, I'm going to send in and submit this, and I'm going to copy and paste what I put, and I'm going to put it in the description of this video. The only thing that I can think is if they get flooded with responses to their questionnaire that say, hey, these are some ideas for changes we'd like, and I'm going to read them in 1 second. I think that's our only shot at potentially getting them to go, okay, we've heard you, yada, yada, yada. I will send this video and that suggestion to my contacts, which are really just on their community management team. So they don't deal with like direct development of the game, but I'm hoping they could at least like forward it on to someone on the development staff to maybe see if we can at least get something. I don't know. Cause I've seen, again, people have screwed their accounts up in so many ways. For me, I'm like, if you're here trying 2.0 at all, I feel like they should respect that and go, you know what, you're trying a brand new game that we have kind of forced players into. I don't know. So anyway, the post reads, first of all, I said we need changes with the current gear and respect system. Players are forced into Rise War 2.0 and given 30 days or less for some features to completely convert their accounts. This has led to many people making mistakes and losing actual value in their accounts. Here are a few ideas that could help alleviate this. So I put 3 things here. The first one, I said a one-time do-over, where players can select to have their account put back to the state it was when 2.0 officially launched. Literally, whether it's one you sign up for or it just happens, whenever we all logged in, we got like our 10% bonus of items, and you kind of looked and, you know, you had these conversion events for the first time. The way it was when you first logged into 2.0, that kind of allows you just to go, okay, I can now redo this whole process, but I have a little bit more knowledge. I can be careful. Maybe there's a few pop-ups that say, hey, this is the only time we're doing this, so please take care, like be careful, because like whatever. A one-time reset. I also put this, and I don't know if players will dislike this, but honestly, I'm okay with stuff like this if it's a win-win for the community and the devs. But I said this could be monetized, although I shouldn't have to be, because I think you should just do it. But we've talked about it on stream. If they had a bundle pop up that was $20 and said one time 2.0 do-over, I think unless you are a complete free-to-play player who just does not spend, I think there are a lot of people who would say, yeah, I would like a do-over, and I'd pay $20 for that, you know? So again, the idea there is maybe they see that and go, hey, we could actually like make money, which that's just how the world works. I don't care about them making money. I'm just trying to kind of use the carrot here and say, hey, like, this is an option. And honestly, if you're a complete free-to-play and you're like, I feel left out, I could almost guarantee we could like crowdfund some sort of like free-to-play support pool to help players who need help with that. I feel like if that happened, we'll start some kind of a fundraiser that's literally going to go to buying gift cards for free-to-play players who are like legit free-to-plays, and not just people who don't want to spend money, but people who are like, no, like I legitimately don't do mobile games or whatever. So anyway, that's option 1, just a complete wipe. I think that'd be the option that gives us the most choice, but I think it'd be really cool. Second option is a one-time reset to all relics in the game. I said many players have lost gear due to not understanding the new reforging mechanic, which if you didn't know, if you go to reforge your relics, after you strengthen your relics all the way up, if you're like, oh, I don't want to do this for whatever reason, you go to reforge them, you will lose 12 gold items, which if you do the math, it can end up adding up very, very quickly because gold items are only guaranteed every 60 mathoms. So 60 mathoms times 12. Again, you're going to pull a little bit more than that, but like it gets expensive. We're talking hundreds of dollars. And so there's, you lose. So some people have done this not realizing it, which again, it does pop up. I'm not saying it's not player error, but again, we're all learning a new system here. So cut us some slack. The other thing is after 2.0 dropped, like the next week or whatever, after some of us had done stuff like this, they pretty much effectively removed race restrictions from almost everything. Not completely, like some still have it, but they are almost not there. There's very, very little that can't be done. And for me, as an example, I'm running all Nazgul. So I put some fine smoking pipes into stuff that I'm like, oh, I can't use them. And now I can, and it's the best item for someone like my Cistaro or my Skullhelm. And you're like, well, that kind of sucks. Like, it's just a weird change to make after players are making permanent choices. Like, I cannot get these out now. So anyway, lots of issues with Relic, wherever you are. And I've contacted support and been told no. Actually, they said no. Then they were like, yes, which relics? And then they came back and were like, just kidding. No. I have had players have success. I've had players get refunds. I don't know why there's a difference with it, but support is not being universal in their decisions to refund relics for legitimately the same reason. So anyway, my answer to that was just a one-time reset. It's a new mechanic. I said, while some players have contacted support and got assistance, some have been denied. A simple fix is to do a one-time breakdown of every unique across the board. They just flip a switch. All right, uniques are broken down. You get your gear back, whatever. If you like your relics, remake them. Great. It takes you 1 minute and you're done. You get your relics back. If you made a mistake, if you don't like that relic, if you whatever it is, you don't have to get back. It just fixes everything for everyone. And again, there could be a big pop-up that says, hey, announcement, you get it in the mail. Here's your stuff refunded. This will be done once. This is it. This is kind of a, hey, thanks for jumping into 2.0. We're going to cut you some slack here. So whatever. I think that would also be very good. I'd be very happy with that. Both of these, if any of these happened, either of them I'd be happy. The last thing I have here has to do with respect, because I feel like we had less time for respect. Gear, in terms of the gear event, I was happy with. We basically had unlimited hammers. As long as you're playing with 2.0 gear and we're not messing with relics, you can just keep shuffling your gear over and over and over again, breaking stuff down to almost an unlimited amount. I know some players have used a lot of them, but the same has not been true for respect. And if you removed respect or added respect or whatever it is, you had only 15 max vouchers, and I think there was a even shorter timer on the vouchers, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, a lot of people are like, oh, now that I kind of know who I want to use, or we're seeing things form a little bit, whatever. So I said we need more respect conversion vouchers. They should have been unlimited, just like the hammers. At the very least, vouchers should be purchasable in the end of season shop, just like the Elven Craftsman's hammers. This would allow everyone to slowly make changes they want. So again, you can buy the hammers still at the end of season shop if you want to. You can't use them currently because we have the event going on, but you can buy 2 of these a season. If we could buy 2 respect conversion vouchers that allowed us to do a little bit over time, that at the minimum would be great. Again, should we have a month to mess with moving respect around and seeing? I think so. I think that makes sense. But again, I don't know. I feel like we could come up with 100 ideas, whether they be little tweaks or huge game-changing things. The point is, there is a lot of tension and choice anxiety with gear, with relics, all this stuff. And I would love to see some of that addressed, especially since we're the ones that are sticking around tying this new game. Like, I feel like we should be the ones who they go, you know what? You're right. You guys are trying. Let's do you a solid. Will they? I don't know. Hey, NetEase developers, what a great time to show players that with 2.0 rolling out, we're going to kind of turn over a new leaf and say, hey, let's put our best foot forward and let's have a good experience here. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if we could get a response. So anyway, this will be copied down in the description, the link of how to get to the Google Doc, as well as this post here, because I think that's the best way to provide like mass whatever to them, like suggestion. So my hope is that they see what would be nice would be like hundreds of these coming through where they go, okay, they're like really getting behind some of these ideas. And maybe we get a response. Who knows? It doesn't hurt to try. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, if you'd like any of these ideas done or whatever it is, please, go to the forum, fill that out. That'd be appreciated. If you have other ideas that you think are kind of also very needed, or maybe could even be more minor changes that would have major impact, comment those down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about what we could do to keep working on this. Because again, I don't hate 2.0 as a game. There are some of the stuff that I don't like, but there are some things that are growing on me. At the end of the day, it is a real-time strategy game that's in the Middle-earth universe, which I love so much. So yes, I'm biased. I get it. Some people are like, I quit, whatever, this game's dead. Okay. But like, I'm trying to work with what we got. So let me know what you guys think, if there are things you think we need in addition to these, or if you don't like it, just comment, let me know. But I'm going to post this stuff in the description, so please interact with that, and hopefully we get a response. I'm going to send them on to the devs and just see if I can get a response for them to address some of the frustrations that are going on. So anyway, appreciate you guys taking a second to watch this, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.